pressure on the Jazz. Looking at the last game for the Orlando Magic, it was a win against the Golden State Warriors.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about their role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Victor Oladipo is out there with Jennings. And it's Freak in at the three, the small forward. Hayward kicks to Burke. No good. And Orlando will come the other way. This their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them. And they often don't get a chance to feel that way.
Kicks it to Gobert. Pass to Burks. Jazz passing it around. The pass to Favors. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Yeah, sloppy D there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Extremely untidy on the defensive end. I mean, when he gets it in that close, that's an easy bucket.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Burks in the corner. It's stolen by Oladipo. He dishes it to Freak. Feeds it to Jennings. Here's the screen. Freak passes to Gordon. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. Gordon's got his first points of the night.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Inside, it's stolen by Oladipo. Right side, Jennings. Freak kicks to Oladipo. Picked by Vucevic. Corner shot. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Oladipo. And it's 7 points for Freak. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Lets it go from 14. No good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not. And that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
Favors with a wide open look. It's hauled in by the Magic.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
And Oladipo kicks to Freak. Gobert pulls it in.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Favors sets the pick for Burks. Dishes it to Burke. Gobert with a screen for Burke. Three-pointer. Hayward. Hayward missing again. Magic leading by 7. Burks with the steal. He kicks it to Gobert. Gobert the screen. Hayward dishes to Favors. Here's Burke. Trains it from beyond the arc. Burke's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Freak passes to Oladipo. Picked by Vucevic. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Oladipo's got his first bucket in this one. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group with these champions. Utah also making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Withey. Burks comes in for Joe Ingles. And Trey Burks subbed in for Hood. So on the floor for Orlando, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Jennings out there with Oladipo. And it's Freak in at the small forward position. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Still Jazz ball.
Burke kicks to Burks. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good by Favors. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Warriors wasn't happy with how he played. He ended with 7 points and helped out the team by coming up with a few key steals in that one as well. He had just a really rough shooting night, and the rim seemed to have a lid on it for him. We'll see if the lid's been lifted here, guys.
Great job, Doris, as always. Thank you. Well, not the kind of performance they count on, Greg, from him.
And that's the thing. I mean, they count on him heavily. When he fails to come through, then that's when you end up with the losses.
Sure thing. I mean, it's always going to be very difficult for them to pull out a win when he has the kind of game he did in that one, guys.
Now here's Jennings. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And stolen by Favors. Mag dishes to Favors, and it's blocked by Gordon.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Here's Burke after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Favors passes to Burks. Gobert the screen. And Mack kicks to Favors. Takes the 13-footer, and he's able to get it back. And that one's good. Favors got his third basket of the night right there. Orlando leading by 12. Here's Freak. And that one goes long.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of this game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
The Jazz making a switch here. Exum's checked in. No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Gobert the screen. To the inside. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Gobert's got it back down to single digits for the Jazz. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Freak dishes to Gordon. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Pass to Jennings. Again, Jennings missing. Utah's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And the first half is now.
7-point lead. Still winning at least.
Let's take them back.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
Well, take a look at the numbers for Freak. He has 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Favors and Gobert, the shot blocking duo inside. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. And it's Hayward in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Here's Freak. Can't hit.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Hayward kicks to Burke. Gobert with a screen on Oladipo. Right side Favors. Elbow shot. Here's Gobert. No luck. And Orlando the other way now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Freak. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Victor Oladipo.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Burke the pass to Favors. Burks dishes to Hayward. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's good on the way in. Hayward's got 5 now.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Jennings kicks to Freak. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Hayward. Here's the dish to Burke. It's stolen by Oladipo. Jennings passes to Gordon. Gobert with the defensive effort. Jazz trail by 5. Hayward outside. He feeds it to Favors. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And it's 8 points for Derek Favors.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
There's Jennings with the 3. Good. And the Magic lead by 6.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Hayward goes in. Can't get it to go.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Jennings for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Burks. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. The Magic leading by 4. Jennings dishes to Freak. Pass to Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Magic. There's a screen. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Oladipo. And that's 13 points for Freak.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Jazz.
For the Jazz, Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Hayward.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's
Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Freak. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
He hits both from the stripe. Jazz trail by 11. And Mack kicks to Withy. And there's the feed to Ingles. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
To the inside, Nicholson passes to Freak. Kicks to Payton. He dishes it to Freak. Pass to Nurkic. Screen by Nurkic. Fournier for 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando. For Utah, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Mack. Drills it from outside. Mack's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Now that's confidence right there. Passing up an easy 2 on the break and letting it fly from 3-point range.
Jazz have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. And Favors kicks to Ingles. It's deflected. Fournier dishes to Payton. Freak passes to Nurkic. Down low, here's Freak. Rebounded by Hood. Jazz trail by 10. There's the pass to Matt. Feeds it to Favors. Off target at the rim. The Magic shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Dante Exum, he's checked in for Matt. The Jazz shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Exum kicks to Withy. Now, here's Exum, covered by Payton. Now, here's Exum. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Nicholson in the post. Freak dishes to Nurkic. Screen by Nurkic. Fournier for 3. Good. Fournier's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Jazz.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Orlando leading by 13. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Freak in at small forward. Arthur out there with Vucevic. Then there's Jennings. And it's Fournier in at the 2. Here's Exum. The shot misses. Orlando's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Fournier passes to Freak. Picked by Vucevic. And the shot falls short this time.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Dishes to Favors. Down low. Here's Gobert. And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a three-point play.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Burks, he's checked in for the Jazz. And a change for the Magic. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Fournier. To the paint, here's Freak. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Jennings has got 4 assists in the game.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Magic.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight. Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
He kicks it to Freak. Passes it to Vucevic. Shoots from the baseline, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
Oops.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
The Magic making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Hayward outside. The baseline J. Connects. The jumper drops.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Pick by Vucevic. Off the pick. Jennings can't get that one to fall.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Favors sets the pick for Hayward. The dish to Gobert. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And stolen by Hayward. He feeds it to Burke. Here's Burks. Here's Gobert. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Gobert's got 5 points now in the quarter. Oladipo outside. It's back to Jennings. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Magic lead by 12.
Well, you can't give him that kind of a position in the post.
Oh, without question. I mean, when you get it, when he